Here we would like to tell our viewers that White News is an independent news production registered since 2003, which unmasks the brutality and terrorism being carried out by the Brahmin elite of India. It is one of the leading news agencies which is resonating with an unbiased drive to capture the violence and worst form of terrorism targeted against all the minorities living in India, including Muslims, low-caste Hindus, Sikhs and Christians alike.
बाहर की कंट्रीज में सोशल मीडिया पे झूठ बोला जाता है और मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया उसको क्लियर करती है और हमारे यहाँ मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया झूठ बोलती है और लोग आके सोशल मीडिया पे उसको क्लियर करते हैं.
Hello, this is Bakhtaar Mahmood and you're watching White News. Ever since its inception, Pakistan has been combating with a neighbor who is a certified liar and a declared champion of running fake news. Brahmin-sponsored Indian media is a living manifestation of how low a press can stoop with lying about virtually everything.
ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी कितनी बेनिफिशियल है हमारे देश के लिए. आउट ऑफ 180 कंट्रीज इंडियन मीडिया 142nd नंबर पे है ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड.
The trajectory of Brahmin disinformation campaigns against neighboring countries of India, particularly Pakistan, got exposed when the European Union Disinfo Lab report unearthed a 15-year-old operation run by the upper caste Hindus that used hundreds of fake media outlets and even the identity of dead personalities to target Pakistan. Recently, the rogue present regime of the Indian Brahmins has cracked down on 35 Pakistani YouTube channels and 2 websites for spreading the anti-Brahmin content, and White News is included in the very list.
Meanwhile, India has decided to crack down on some YouTube channels and websites that, according to the Indian government, are involved in propagating fake news, especially against the government.
Here we would like to tell our viewers that White News is an independent news production registered since 2003, which unmasks the brutality and terrorism being carried out by the Brahmin elite of India. Its news network are spread over various countries including Bangladesh, Nepal, Iran and the Arab world. It is one of the leading news agencies which is resonating with an unbiased drive to capture the violence and worst form of terrorism targeted against all the minorities living in India, including Muslims, low-caste Hindus, Sikhs and Christians alike. भारतीय सहाफ़ी गोली मारकर हलाक होने वाले मुसलमान की लाश पर छलांग लगा रहा और इसे भारतीय पुलिस के सामने लाते मार रहा है.
2 जने बाइक पे आए, बोले कि मुल्ला तुम यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो. हम कहने खेल रहे हैं. कहले तुम यहाँ क्यों खेलो, तुम्हें तो पाकिस्तान जाना चाहिए, वहाँ जाके खेलो. अगर मेरा घर ये है तो मैं पड़ोसी के घर जाके क्यों सोऊं.
I address the Western powers and all the upholders of freedom of expression today and ask them, will the Hindu Brahmins not be held accountable for trampling the very right of freedom of expression? Knowing the scale and the depth of the misinformation and the fake news network which the Brahmins runs by itself, this attempt is a directed onslaught on a true spirit of the freedom of press. Pakistan has been consistently drawing the attention of the international community to the Hindu Brahmin subversive activities to export or fund the terrorism through structures of fake news organizations and bogus think tanks.
फेक न्यूज में मसाला होता है, एंटरटेनमेंट होता है, लोग रुक के उसको सुनना चाहते हैं. विश कन्या, पाकिस्तान तेरे टुकड़े होंगे. अभी रिसेंटली हमारे इंडिया टीवी ने बताया कि हिमेश रेशमिया को एलियन उठा के ले जाएगा. बाहर की कंट्रीज में सोशल मीडिया पे झूठ बोला जाता है और मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया उसको क्लियर करती है और हमारे यहाँ मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया झूठ बोलती है और लोग आके सोशल मीडिया पे उसको क्लियर करते हैं.
The world cannot mute in silence for the crimes Indian Brahmins are executing upon the minorities in India, and staying true to its legacy, White News will keep exposing the lies, disinformation and the fake propaganda of RSS-backed Brahmin government of India. We pride ourselves for being the voice of the truth, the voice of the oppressed and the voice of the forsaken communities in India. Indian Brahmins should worry that gracing Pakistani registered news outlets and websites with the label of toxic and fake will no longer do the job, because when the rule of jungle becomes a blind law, then there is little or no time left for that society to completely implode, and this is where India is heading today.
We are all now part of Modi's nation.
You have no business making a personal attack on any of my panelists.
Look at this. It's all saffron.
It was a fantastic speech. Thank you. There was a lot of humor.
Is India's media facing a credibility crisis?